I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs, I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life in stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I treated you unkindly, but darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. See through me, 'cause we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. You taught me precious secrets of a true love, holding nothing. You came out in front when I was hiding. And if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love is in there hiding. No space or time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. Where there's no space or time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone and I was singing.
Yes. No. Lounge we have already, right? So lobby. You know, the TV which is bad TV we have to replace. Who is bringing it? No, we have to talk.
And I was singing the song. Singing the song to you.
Testing 1, 2, 3. So you're set.
Good morning. Good morning, class of 1972, and welcome back to the Hill. No test. If we give a test, everybody's gonna pass. Honor students for class of 1972. We're gonna go ahead and start our program. Just gonna give you a brief overview. We're gonna have greetings by Dr. Williams, and Dr. White is going to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Aruna, and we'll have plant giveaways courtesy of Dr. Aruna. And you probably have seen the students up front. They're representing the PVAMU student-led garden and also the PVAMU Student Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. So they're on hand, and you will be receiving recipes for all the items that you see on the table. Once we finish here, we'll proceed to the hall and you'll be able to test all the items and you'll get messages. Those are courtesy of
Later, right? No. Both are-
SNAP Ed is nutrition insecurity. We want you to have enough food, but we also want you to have healthy food. And then you will have a walkthrough tasting, and then I want to recognize the people that's helping behind the scene. Chef Kelly Calloway is assisting, and she's also a student, and she's majoring in plant systems. And we had help on the farm, Mr. Brew, Mr. Willie, and they're responsible for harvesting all of these plants and getting them to me. And Dr. Ampium and Dr. Obing supplied me with some Malabar spinach, which you will be able to taste later on today. And again, welcome to the Hill, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to celebrate your golden anniversary today.
That's what I'm talking about. Good morning and welcome to the Cooperative Extension Program building. I'm Carolyn Williams. I'm a resident from East Texas, Palestine. Prairie View in 1973, graduated in 77 in home economics education. I have been working for the United States Department of Agriculture Cooperative Extension ever since. So now we have the most amazing organization on this planet. This organization touches the lives of everybody. We're in 56 of the 254 counties here in Texas. We're in agriculture, natural resources, community and economic development, 4-H and youth development, and family and community health. Now, can't we reach everybody in those 4 areas? Those are the basic areas that we have extension educators in those counties that take information to the people to help them understand what's going on, make sure to start business. Young people get scholarships to come to Prairie View. Farmers learn how to get additional loans and grants to sustain their farming operations. So we are an amazing organization, and we've been so pleased to share with you all today. I'm glad to be among my alum sisters and brothers. So I'm not going to take a lot of time. If you have questions more about extension, you can ask me during our walkthrough. But we are proud to host you today. And this is the first time. This is the first we have ever done this. We have another amazing activity going on from the Cooperative Extension. We are the outreach arm of the university because the university is made of the land grant university is composed of 3 research, teaching, and outreach of service. We are the service and the outreach component. We have another activity going across campus called Shop. You're familiar with that from TV, where we give you food items and you have to come up with a recipe, and then we have judges to judge those, and then you receive an award. So that's another activity going on today for us. So we're excited. I know you will never forget this morning. How many of you are familiar with cooperative extension? What about 4-H? Okay, we're part of that. I was a 4-H'er in Palestine, Texas, Anderson County, and was so influenced by my extension agent that I wanted to be a county. And so I was a county agent for 18 years with Texas A&M extension. Then I moved to Prairie in 1997 to work with the other amazing land grant institutes. So you're in for an awesome treat today. I work with some of the most amazing people in the world in extension. All those 66 counties are led by amazing program leaders, Dr. White, Dr. Dronda, Dr. Jimmy Hughes, Dr. Clarence Bunn, and then we have specialists, program specialists who support those county agents to make sure they're successful in the town. So that's why I still look young. Years. Yes. So when you do what you love, it's good for you. Are you saying you don't look young? Yeah. I'm amazing person on this campus before asking us to be a part of y'all's day. So enjoy, get ready to just learn some amazing stuff, and we hope to see you again.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Cooperative Extension. I heard someone ask who was the young lady who came up and did the introductions. That was Ms. Joyce Osborne. She is a program specialist for family and community health, and one of the ones on this grant, the SNAP-Ed grant. She's the PI of the grant right now, and also has worked with our researchers, Dr. Aruna, who I'll tell you about in a second. Dr. Aruna, with our medicinal cookbook that we've done. And I don't know if I said it, but I'm Jacqueline White. I'm the program leader for family and community health here at the Cooperative Extension Program. And a couple of you all are here from CEP. Would you stand, Ms. Jemay? Jemay. Awesome. She is our program coordinator for the SNAP-Ed program here. So she's behind the scenes doing some of this amazing work that we're starting. So about Dr. Aruna, I am going to tell you something, but some of the things that he has here in his resume, I'm going to read it. I'm going to let you all know I'm not going to read all of the different parts, because some of those names I will skip over. I'm not a plant scientist, okay? But Dr. Aruna received a bachelor's degree in biology from the University of Sri Lanka and a doctorate degree in plant systematics from the University of Hong Kong under the supervision of Professor Richard M.K. Saunders. He also received postgraduate training in collection-based plant systematic research, airborne management, germplasm conservation, and botanic garden management from the Royal Botanic Gardens in New England. Is that New England? Kew, England? Okay. And Royal Botanic Gardens in Scotland. Skipped over that other word there. His postdoctorate research at the University of Missouri, St. Louis was mainly focused on molecular systematic in flowering plants, and then on medicinal plant systematics at the University of Mississippi, Ole Miss. Later, he was appointed as a senior research scientist in National Center for Natural Products Research, where he developed the U.S. largest living medicinal plant collection at the Maynard Medicinal Plant Garden. Dr. Aruna has been involved in numerous taxonomic, revisions in the Asian region, exclusively in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, China, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos, discovering many new plant species to the science. His contribution to the plant discoveries in Thailand was much admired by their government and honored him with a postage stamp. I need to see that, Dr. Arena. Subsequently, British Museum also named a new species appreciating his contribution towards plant science research in the Asian region. He is an elected fellow of the esteemed Linnean Society of London, the world's oldest biological society, and embrace biological diversity, ecology, and evolution. Dr. Aruna also leads one of the dynamic industrial hemp. Y'all know what hemp is, right? Okay. Research, I knew how to pronounce that one. Research program in the state of Texas at the Cooperative Agricultural Research Center, College of Agriculture and Human Sciences. Before Dr. Aruna comes, I want to give you all a little testimony of someone who worked here with us a while ago. They came to me and started saying they had was diagnosed with diabetes, pre-diabetes, had an A1C of 8. That individual came back because we had been working with Dr. Arena on some bitter melon, which you all will get to sample. The young man came back to me and he started making juices and drinking it every morning before he did anything else. Before long, he also did some other things Dr. Aruna shared with him, but before long, his A1C went from an 8 to a 4. So some of these plants are real and they do work. Dr. Aruna, come on.
Thank you, Dr. White. Thank you so much for that introduction, which I didn't expect that long. I need help here to change. Anyway, until they come, welcome to prayer review and welcome to the College of Agriculture. Yes, yeah. Yeah, so I'm professor and research leader in plant sciences in the college. And I teach, and at the same time I do research. And I was hired here to develop medicinal plant research in this college. And we are progressing a lot. And we started developing the living medicinal plant collection in the college while we are doing the research and teaching. So I have a very, very short time, but I'm going a little faster to give you the information which I received through our research, and some of them are clinically proven and some of them are still working on. So as you know, we have, my talk involves these subtopics, history of people and plants and medicinal plant and plant metabolites, and then the uses of various plants for our medicine in different ways. And as you know, when we look at the history, we have the people and plants are well connected through our evolution system. So before we get into the real agriculture, people were, using the forest to get their food and medicine and shelter from the nature. Right. when you look at the plant kingdom, so far we have about 500,000 different plant species identified so far, and some of them are getting extinct because of the environmental issues, development, and so on. And then at the same time, we are discovering more and more new plant species. And from those 500,000 different plant species, we know of 70,000 plant species thought to be medicinal. They are carrying a lot of medicinal properties, which helps to human and other animals health. And when we look at the developing countries, still 80% of the people are relying on the plant-based or the traditional medicine system for healthcare needs. And even in the developed countries, they embrace the plant-based medicine because they think when it is coming from nature, they are safe and they don't have much side effects and so on. So the industry also developed around the plant-based healthcare products, and it is, growing more and more every year. After the COVID, actually, it went up to doubled the production in the plant-based medicine. So when we look at the most the common the commercial drugs we are using today, paying high prices, and they are coming either from plants or derived from plants. For example, the Taxol anti-cancer drug coming from the plant called Taxus brevifolia in the Indian region, and breast cancer drug camptothecin coming from Chinese plant called Campotheca acuminata, and vincristine and vinblastine leukemic drug for the childhood leukemia coming from the periwinkle plant you grow in the summertime in your front yard, right? So there are so many to name like that. Now, when it comes to the plants, the interesting thing in the plant is the plant metabolites. Now, plants make two kind of metabolites: primary metabolites, which help the plant to grow, and they are mostly the carbohydrate, protein, lipids, and various enzymes and hormones in it. But there are some important molecules. They are called secondary metabolites. Those are the things which are very, very important for our the human health, right? So that contains the groups like sterols, essential oils, phenolics, alkaloids, and various pigments. That is why when you add more plant-based the diet, you will get more secondary metabolites that will help to keep your health in the best. And also they simply say when you have colorful plate, colorful dish, right, you will get more the secondary metabolites. So we are talking about the smells, tastes, and the colors. Those are giving a lot of secondary metabolites needed to keep our body away from the diseases, right? So in Prairie View, the plant science researchers, we have a lot of scientists working on various aspects of the plant science research, and we are exploring the plant species you haven't seen in this area before, but they can be grown in Texas climatic conditions, subtropical conditions, and eventually can add into your dinner plate and make your diet very healthy. So today, some of the samples you taste we don't have taste today, but we have taste today, right? You can see how flavorful those are, and some of them you can grow in your backyards and add into your plates. In fact, we have seed packets ready for you to take and try them. And if you, while you are growing, if you have any problem, you can reach us, any scientist here, extension agents. Through extension agents, we can help you to address the issues you have when you grow them, right? So I'm going to go through some of the interesting plant species, and you will see some of them in the displays there, and you will taste some of them. And I'm going to go through some of them. Have you seen this before? Right, this is called snake gourd and cucumber family plant. It grows very well in Texas climate, and the botanically known as Trichothanthis cucumerina. And in the world, when you look at the Asian, African regions, people eat various species of this particular group, and the Trichothanthis cucumerina grows in Texas very well and very productive. And if you see them in the specialty stores, they are very expensive because they know the health benefits of it. It has very good anti-cancer compound. It's like a snake, but that is why it called snake gourd. And you can, it is cylindrical and hollow. You can stuff with various fillings, ground meat, potatoes, any other veggies, and grill them and add into your salad and or the dinner plate, and it is very flavorful. And I have tried this and I liked it. And the bitter melon, this is the one Dr. White mentioned you. This can be grown very well in Texas climate, and it has one of the best anti-diabetic compounds, and the juice and the slices deep fried in various ways. You can dry it and use it in the tea also. So these can be grown, and it has anti-diabetic activity. And also if you eat seeds, seed has anti-cancer compounds. Right, this is a new addition we got. This is coming from Vietnam. It's a big fruit, again belongs to the cucumber family. They call it gac. In the Vietnam, you know, Vietnamese, they eat rice for all 3 meals. Their breakfast rice, they have a tradition to use the pulp of this fruit and make, you know, reddish rice for the breakfast. That gives a lot of antioxidants for the meal, and it has a lot of anti-cancer compound, and also it improves the sperm production in the body. Yeah, this one is, again, you see, it is the smaller version of the previous one, and it is called Cantola, coming from the India, Burma, China. I actually tried this. I liked it. There are a lot of recipes available in YouTube. You can try them because we don't know how to fix them into the system, food system here. So you need to explore, and then you can try the twist it, mixing with other the ingredients to make it tasty for your the plate. And they look weird sometimes, you know, when you look at it, it is very spiky and you don't feel eating. But when you cook it, it is very soft and very flavorful. And this is very expensive in Indian shops. I have looked, the frozen bag goes about $10, the small bag, right? So it has, again, anti-cancer compound and neuro protective, because you know, when you get older, the people develop Alzheimer's and dementia and all these things. And so that is because with the age, we lose the myelin sheath of our neurons. And so this plant has compound protecting our nerves. And this one is called bottle gourd. And the only shop I have seen this in Texas is Kroger, time to time sell it. They called it Chinese squash. And you can cook it like any other squash. But the good thing is, if you juice it and drink it in the morning, you won't feel hungry for the rest of the day. So that helps you to lose the weight, right? And also it takes it cleans your liver and takes out all the toxic compounds developed in your stored in your the liver. And this is loofah. You know, loofah, we used to get the sponges, right? But the tender loofah we can use as a vegetable, and loofah has a lot of good secondary metabolites help to prevent various diseases. And when you eat young, that means you eat the immature seeds and the outer coat and everything. So those different parts have different chemistry, and it helps in various ways. These are the list of the properties you can see. It is a hepatoprotective, anti-diabetic, anti-lipidemic, antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, immunomodulatory, central nervous system depressant activity, and anti-ulcer. Now you see how much beneficial these plants. And this is actually sold in time to time in Fiesta, and again, very expensive, but you can grow it in your backyard. Right? Cucumis melo. This is a kind of melon you cook and eat. It is coming from India, so it is called Indian melon. And today you will taste some of the preparation of this melon. And it also inhibits the fat deposition in your body and prevent the urinary tract infections. And it is diuretic also. Yams, right? These are not sweet potato. The yams are unique, and originally they are coming from African countries. They have a lot of phytonutrients good for your health. The most common yam you can get it is in Fiesta, and Walmart sometimes sells the yellow yam and the white yam, but we have purple one and we have the Japanese one, and these yams actually help female health, especially when you are in menopause. You will lose your the sex hormone production in your body. This yam has certain chemicals that will mimic the hormones. So when you eat a piece per week, that will give enough dose to replace your hormone. So you don't need to go for hormone replacement therapies, right? And we actually grow at this time, but we are not ready to harvest them yet. And you know, the hormone replacement therapies develop cancer for certain people. So this is a natural way of replacing your sex hormone. And if you Google wild yam products, you will see thousands of products. You have facial creams, lotions, pills, everything, because it helps to keep your skin also younger, because sex hormones help to keep the skin younger. And if you have gone to the high-end Japanese restaurant, you will taste these. The burdock. Burdock is a weed in the northern part of US. right? But the root is very, very medicinal, and this can be grown in Texas, and you will see some of the products today. And the burdock root has a lot of antioxidants, probiotic properties, and again, it suppresses the lipid synthesis and it detoxify the system. And it has a very nice earthy flavor. Dried burdock root slices can be used in the teas also. And when you have the preparation like this is a kind of pickle, like kimchi like preparation. And the good thing here is it has a starch called inulin. Inulin we can't digest, but when you eat it, it is digested by our micro flora in the gut. So basically you give you feed the microflora. That means when you have good microflora in your the elementary system, it will improve your digestion, and it prevent from the incidence of having colon cancer. The next one is moringa, the superfood, and you know, make a lot of products, and you will taste moringa cake today, moringa bread today, and it can be grown in Texas. And this is one of the common one, you know, everyone likes artichoke, but the problem is when you take eat the canned artichoke, you won't get the nutrient it has. So I just want to show you how bad, although we have plenty of artichoke here, we are eating in a wrong way. The canned artichoke never gives you the good benefit like fresh artichoke, because fresh artichoke is little troublesome to eat, right? And that is why people go for the easy ways, but you don't get the right stuff. So it lowers cholesterol, anti-cancer compound. And there is another, the member of artichoke family. This also I have seen in Kroger time to time. It's called cardon. And it's just like a celery stalk, but little bitter, but it is not bitter as beer. So you can add that into your plates, and it is liver detoxifying like artichoke. And again, the asparagus has a lot of good nutrients, but again, the canned one doesn't have anything support the health benefits. And a lot of medicinal greens we have. Now you will taste today the gotukola, Malabar spinach in the preparations, and a lot of grains, medicinal grains there. And try all these various medicinal grains. Plenty of them sell in sprouts, right? You can try them. And microgreens, they are loaded with the phytonutrients. So try to add the microgreens to your salads. And microgreens have very, very diverse flavors. So I just want to tell you that we have added cannabis microgreens also into the system now. So that gives much flavor. And there are culinary herbs which helps to reduce cholesterol or the fatty acid absorption. And culinary herbs like shisho helps you know, prevent diseases. And like pandan leaves, you may have seen in the Vietnamese and Thai shops. And lemongrass, you will taste today, lemongrass tea, right? Kaffir lime, having again the neurostimulator and reduce the hypertension. Galangal, if you go to Thai restaurants, this is one of the ingredients they use in almost every preparation that gives the peculiar Thai taste. And Garcinia, Cambodia, and a lot of products are selling now. It has a weight loss effect. Curry leaves, right? Maria Kaningi use as the flavoring agent, but it lowers the cholesterol, anti-tumor, anti-diabetic compounds, and various spices. Now, yes, I'm going to stop soon. There are a lot of the spices, natural spices. Now, what happened in American culture is we have gone for the artificial flavors, and those have some adverse effects. So encourage to use the natural spices. And there are a lot of fruits, super fruits. Goji berry we grow. Dr. Ampim and Dr. Oben is here. They are working on super fruits. And a lot of other medicinal fruits, persimmon, mamma sapate, mangosteen, and get rid of the sodas. We can have medicinal beverages, right? Gymnema tea and all that. Right, various medicinal beverages are there. Now you see a lot of plant-based milk is coming to the market. You will see separate aisle for plant-based milk because they recently found that 2 sugars in cow milk help developing cancer cells. So they are now moving towards the plant-based milk. And finally, industrial hemp. Hemp has a lot of benefits. I'm not talking about the narcotic marijuana type one, but industrial hemp. Hemp has a lot of medicinal properties. You will see a lot of products coming, and we are doing a lot of research on hemp product development and identifying the best hemp strain for the Texas. Sorry, I took a few more minutes. Thank you. I'm here to answer any questions. And yeah, if you have any question, you can reach us, right? Yeah. Yes, we are working with one of the farmers supplies to the HEB. And yes, and we have a plan to introduce a separate aisle in the HEB with our cookbooks, recipes, displays and everything. Yes, it is in the process. Yes, that is what we are planning. So in that way, we can help farmers also in various counties to produce them more and eventually included them into the food. Yeah, you can get seed from us, and today also you can get some seeds. Yeah, we are ready to share them.
Thank you all. Dr. Aruna is always a big hit, because this is stuff we don't normally know. I need a Prairie View student from the garden. We have a few gifts to give away.
The turmeric plant can be grown as an ornamental in your home.
Patricia Douglas. Yeah, Miss Patricia, it's your plan.
This looks like a Miss Irene Saunders. I said that right? Yeah. I saw her wave her hand. She was twisted. Okay, you got it?
Yeah. Dan Becker. Dan Becker, you got a plant. You got a plant.
Miss Buckner? Did I not say that right? Buckner,
Their line. Their line.
Miss Lurline Buckler? Right there, right there.
Right there. She got one. She got a
All right.
plant.
You sound so excited.
Miss Rhonda Newhouse. Hey, she got one. We lit. Okay. How many more we got?
All right.
How many we got left? Okay. Mr. Claude Johnson. Got you a plant. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is, I got a signature right here. Okay, I don't, yeah, that one don't. Okay. Miss Patricia Mays. Yeah, got you a plant.
That's a Harp Junior.
Junior?
Harp Junior.
Mr. Harp Jr. Do we have a Mr. Harp Jr.? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Last one. Last one. Miss Kay Harper. Hey, Miss Kay. Hey, one more? Okay, this is the last one.
This is the last one. This is the banner that you all see out there.
Okay. Mr. Johnny Busby. Another name, I got you. Okay. Miss Catherine Lynn. Yeah, got you. No problem.
Okay, so next, Miss Jamae for the recipes.
Hello, to get your recipe booklet, when you all come through the tasting line, I'll be at the end and I'll be passing those out to you, so.
Done.